Round 4 underway. Julian Williams and Hugo Centeno Jr. Battle of unbeatens. 19-0 Centeno Jr. 13-0-1 Julian Williams. And Williams has been out in front in this one.
Centeno just threw 3 consistent jabs that land on Julian. So I think he should continue to use that jab. I mean, he's lanky, he's tall, so this is something that can work for him if he continue to do it often.
Julian Williams, 23 years old. Philadelphia, pro since 2010. 2009, he made it to the U.S. and National Golden Gloves Championship. Lost a guy by the name of Errol Spence, who we happened to see earlier tonight. A lot of promise. Fighters we're seeing here.
That happens sometimes when you throwing punches in real close.
That's very important that it's noted now.
Centeno cut too, they both cut. I see a cut on the left eye of Williams, but Centeno's getting it on his eye, and his left eye also looked at.
It's a nasty cut too. Yeah, it's a nasty cut.
That's actually.
This is an important time in this because you would go to the scorecards after this round if we got through 4 rounds, and then whoever was ahead would be the winner. But if that stopped the fight before 4 rounds was in the books,
no contest, right?
Right. They both cut. And that is exactly what the case is going to be.
It's a real bad cut. It doesn't look like it's going to stop, and both of them cut it up. So I think when you look at Julian, he's going to see that he had just as bad of a cut also.
What round was it?
4th round. So this is not going to get to a verdict.
Because of no contest.
Exactly.
I assume that's that.
Yeah, and that's why
nobody loses.
We talk about
loses, and you fight again, and it's bigger.
About the timing of that particular judgment is very important. That came 1 round later, or if they let them go another round, then whoever's ahead wins.
And of course, Williams, who seemed to be ahead, was angry. You see him yelling at J80.
That's like having a baseball game rained out when you're ahead 8-0.
He had a legit argument because he won every round.
Yeah, he was pitching a shutout.
Yes, and if you're in the other corner, you say, that's a pretty bad cut, ref. I don't know. Take a look back and see.
Try to find out.
We could determine exactly where it happened. And look, you see the leaning, the heads are coming together right there.
They banged heads there. They banged heads in there. You see, they're kind of grazing each other. And keep in mind, folks at home, that the skin above the eye is so tender that there's a clash right there.
That's the headbutt right there. That's the headbutt.
Any little clash can cause cuts.
It wasn't a punch. That was a headbutt.
Yep. Oh, absolutely. No,
you're going to see. Yeah, Paul, you're right. You're going to see right.
They graze each other's heads constantly, so any of those could be. But then there's one that's a little hard, right?
It's coming up. I believe it's right here when they both really clash a little hard right here. Right there.
Right there. Yep. Yeah. And again, that skin above the eye is so tender. Any little clash of heads will open up a cut. And both guys got cut, actually.
Yeah.
It doesn't take a whole lot, as you guys are talking about. Just lean it in. Question about severe enough for a stoppage. Well, they made a decision on the spot.
I think it's better be safe than sorry.
Yeah.
They're young guys.
And of course, Williams, who is, the guy we know is ahead. He knows he's ahead. Of course, he's mad. He wanted to get the win on his resume against an undefeated prospect. He was on his way to doing that, it seemed.
He only needed 1 more round to get there, which is more frustrating.
Even if he wasn't winning, I believe he'd have said the same thing. Why he stopped the fight? I mean, this is part of the game. I mean, come on. If I wasn't winning, I would say, why you stop the fight? I got so many rounds.
But the fact he's winning, it makes it even worse for him.
Yes.
One guy will say, thank you, but why did you stop the fight? Yeah, so the beneficiary would seem to be Centeno Jr. from that. We believe that that's the rule that they will invoke because we didn't get to the end of round 4. And Williams well aware of that stipulation.
And listen, their fight again, it'd be more interesting. They really got to come out and prove something again. So.
All right, let's get the final determination now. Go ahead, Joe.
Ladies and gentlemen, under the advice of our ringside physician, referee Jay Nady calls a halt to this bout at 59 seconds into round number 4. This bout has been declared a no contest.
we're talking about, that's exactly how it gets declared, because it did not get to the end of round 4. That's the beneficiary, and on the other side, you get the guy who will be frustrated by it, and that's a rule that comes in. Usually you don't see somebody get burned, so to speak, with that. It's usually a safety all the way, but once in a while. And Williams telling Bernard Hopkins that
And listen, Julian was winning this fight. He was on winning all scorecards. But you know, he will make a statement the next time they fight, and it'll be more bigger. You know, one thing about boxing, you cannot question when a referee believes that he's helping the fighter or saving the fighter from more injuries after the fact. So I don't look at this as a bad thing. I look at this thing as, look, didn't get complete.